So a lot of things have happened between us since the last video that we shot. I mean, it's been a year now, and then we've moved from, you know, just me brewing in my house, you know, just for fun, because I love the chemistry behind it and I enjoy brewing beer for myself. Then from there, discovering that actually there's a market for this, and specifically people want my beer, and decided to make this into a business. Then from there, from brewing in my house, then getting the beer into a warehouse basically, and making sure that, you know, I have the right license for that, documents, and it's legal, and then also brewing at another bigger brewery right now. You know, the possibilities are endless in that bigger brewery that I'm at right now currently, and there's been a number of stuff that we've been doing as well. I mean, like beer festivals, guest brewing at Copper Lake. You know, like also functions, and people have been inviting me as well to come and serve beer at their weddings, and funny enough, we've been able to employ a few people through just starting this brewery. Well, people are receiving the beer quite well, and I'm really surprised by that. The demand is very high. I think one major problem that I do have right now is that I need to keep up, you know. So it's been a very interesting one, and especially like just trying to balance the idea of, you know, being a father and a husband, working as well, and then starting this business as well. You know, wearing these 3 different hats. It has been a very interesting journey, which I'm really enjoying.
I like the brand. It's very African. It reminds me of Shosholoza, which is a word most of us, in fact, every single South African knows about. The beer that I'm tasting here is a Saison beer, and it's a little milky, but it's great. It's got some spice to it. It's we had to get loud and rowdy. Cheers.
This diamond black stout is pretty damn amazing with the hints of chocolate and vanilla. This is some pretty good stuff.
I'm drinking a lager. I generally drink craft beer, and I usually stick to what I'm used to, so this was a spontaneous decision. It's a really good beer though.
It's called Black Diamond by Stimela. It's the way forward. It's the way to life.
Oh man, this Black Diamond is so good. It's like I was thirsting for beer, and my thirst is quenched.
From the last beer tasting that I had, so with that one initially I had 10 beer styles. So there were these 10 beers that I really loved to brew and I enjoyed myself. And I had a sheet of papers actually that people can actually write down on. And then from that I was able to narrow it down to actually like 4 beer styles, which I think would be very good to put out there in the market. And that was namely my IPA, chocolate stout, my Saison, and the amber ale. So the chocolate stout, I call it the Black Diamond chocolate stout because mainly it's a very dark, very rich chocolate stout. I put a lot of roasted malt in it, some cocoa beans, as well as vanilla pods in that one too. The IPA, I use some New Zealand hops as well as some American hops as well. So it has a nice clash of citrusy as well as fruity aromas in that one. It's also quite on the bitter side, because that's how IPA should be. In that way, basically, it's also quite balanced as well. Now with this next one over here is the Saison beer. It's a Belgium style beer. I throw in some spices and honey in this one, and it's a very interesting beer because both men and women like this one. They like the spiciness, they love the fruitiness inside of it, and also the yeast imparts the spiciness and fruitiness to that Saison beer as well. Then the fourth one that I have, it's the Straight Arrow Amber Ale. Lots of caramel malts inside of it, lots of hoppiness inside of it. I think it's around 35 IBUs in that one. It's mostly the manly type of beer, but I found it very interesting. Some women also like that beer because it's quite very bitter. I was very amazed by that one, and in fact, out of all 4 of my beers, that's the most selling beer over there. Where's the train going? Oh man, the possibilities are endless, you know. The first goal, if I can say it this way, the goal is to make sure that the Stimela train dominates Pretoria, because I'm from Pretoria. I started this thing in Pretoria, and then, you know, Joburg, then the rest of Gauteng, eventually, you know, national South Africa, you know, Africa, you know, then the whole world. But the goal is to keep it small. The goal is to keep it as much as I can, you know, hands-on as possible, because I really care about this product. I don't want to see it change very drastically, because every time you drink a craft beer yourself, I mean, you are reading the story of the brewer. You're reading the story of the people who made it and pushed it towards you. Even if you go to meet most of the craft brewers, if I can put it that way, you will discover that they are very passionate people. They love the product. Every beer has a story behind it. So where can you catch the Stimela train? You can go, you know, to the website, our Instagram account, Facebook, Twitter, you know, social media basically. Follow stimelabrew.co.za. Just get there, you know, ask questions. We will also announce exactly where's the next event that's going to be at. And also for people who are like, you know what, I want to go to a festival. I'm more of a person who likes to go and just buy my beer, go and chill at home and drink my beer. Yeah, you can go do that as well. Go onto the website, go onto the Facebook page, go onto social media. You will get the information there. And also we would appreciate your positive and also negative feedback as well. Send an email as well there.